Hello guys, what's going on? I just did a stream with my blue Drake deck, as it were, and I got rid of some cards which didn't fit that deck very well, but that got me thinking. What about my token deck? Can I do any changes with that? And these are the cards I'm considering for my token deck. This card, well, it suits my token deck better because it says there add 1 mana of any color to your mana pool, and my token deck has two colors, green and blue. So maybe this will fit that deck better. As for this, it's just it's a fun card, and I like it, so why not? I know I have some suspend effects in this deck, so this has suspend as well, so why not? And this. It's not that good, but oh well. It is what it is. Maybe I'll find something that's even worse. So I'm gonna do the same thing I did with my blue mana deck. I'm gonna check out if some of these cards can get added to that deck instead. Yeah. So we're gonna start off with my commander. It's SX Fractal Blue. The first time you would create one or more tokens during each of your turns, you may instead choose a creature other than SX Fractal Blue and create that many tokens that are copies of that creature. So, pretty awesome stuff, and it's a token deck, so I needed a token commander, and this is him. Yeah. Yeah, so we're basically just going to do the same thing that we did. Rampage of the Clans. Destroy all artifacts and enchantments for each permanent destroyed this way. Its control creates a 3/3 green creature. Centaur creature token. Okay. Yeah, I guess that's okay. Sphinx of the Second Sun. At the beginning of your post-combat main phase, there is an additional beginning phase after this phase. Wow. Why the hell do I have this in there? I don't really see the point. Yeah, it's a flying and you get to attack 2 times probably, but or you don't? I don't know. He goes into my maybe pile. He costs 8. He's hella expensive, and I don't know what the hell he's doing there, to be honest. Then this guy, he needs to stay there, of course. You just saw him in my previous video. 3 wishes, Ring of 3 Wishes. I guess that's staying. It's pretty fun to get 3 wishes. Yeah, so it's a land, but you can get 2 for 1. That's pretty cool. All artifacts in play gain during your upkeep pay in addition to or bear this artifact. Pretty good. I don't know why I have it in there though, but I guess I'll soon find out. Draining Welk, okay. When Draining Welk comes into play, counter target spell. Okay. Yeah. It's a bit expensive, but oh well. I guess it is what it is. I'm gonna put him in my maybe pal actually. Land. Enchanted creature loses all abilities as a black skeleton creature replacement. Okay. Yeah, I guess that works. I don't see many cards here that have anything to do with my token deck though. This would actually be better in my, because it's got Surveil. What the hell? And it's got Suspend in there as well. Yeah, I'm gonna put this in my maybe pile as well. Mana, that's awesome. When Null Drifter enters the battlefield, draw 2 cards. Okay, I guess that's okay. I'm gonna put that in my maybe pile as well. Jesus Christ. Not many cards in here that has anything to do with tokens yet. Draw 3 cards. Okay, yeah. I need to draw some cards though, so I guess that is okay. Wow. Another card that goes into my maybe pile. What the hell is going on in here? Oh well. Yeah, land that lets me play either a forest or an island, which is okay. This is good. You can play an additional land this turn, draw a card. This is also quite good. Draw a card for each attacking creature. There's a lot of draw cards in here, which would be good in my other deck. Oh well. Forests, maybe but yeah. This is the first card I've actually seen that has anything to do with my token deck whatsoever. Put 1 green blank creature token into the battlefield for each land you control. Yeah. So that's good. Maybe pal. Oh, this is getting exciting. What the hell is going on? Small break, guys. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So far, this ain't going so good for this deck right here. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards in my maybe pile. And the reason I have that is that these creatures are just too expensive for this deck. Yeah. Let's just continue. Yeah, that's good. 5 more lands, yeah. So. What the hell? This would be much better in my other deck. What the hell is it doing here? Jesus Christ, man. Oh well. Okay. Whenever a token enters the battlefield under your control, tap target non-land permanent opponent controls. It doesn't tap during its controller next untap step. Okay. Maybe pile. And this would be really good in my other deck. Because that commander also produces tokens, but that happens more rapidly. Jesus. I got a job to do here, it seems. Jesus Christ, now. Land, okay. I gotta have some counters in here. So yeah, this is good. It's staying. And this is also quite good. Yeah. Because I'm returning permanent to my owner's hand. So that's probably a creature and will trigger an effect when I return it back to play. Yeah, this is also good, I think. It's a bit complicated though, but I guess that's okay. If you draw a card, you may instead choose land or non-land and reveal cards from the top of your library until you reveal the card of the chosen kind. So this is pretty good. It's one of the reasons why green is such a good color. You can get lands really quickly. Exile target artifact is control creates a... Yeah, it's also quite good. It's destroy target permanent. Its control creates a 3/3 green beast creature token. That fits my deck really well. Hurtle into history. Well, I guess that's cool as well. But it is a counter. Yeah. I'll just keep it. I have enough counters in my other deck, so. Gaia's Blessing, pretty good. I don't really need to have this in my other deck though, even though it's a green, because I want to remove my... Really good land. Target creature can't be blocked this turn, so it's pretty good. It's a pretty good way to get in damage to players if they got a lot of blocking. creatures and stuff. Also quite good. Fits this deck quite well. Since some of my creatures does have effects when they come in play, like this one. When Archaeomancer enters the battlefield, return target instant or sources card from your graveyard to your hand, which is awesome. And this does have token, so that's good. Create X1-1 green forest dryad land creature tokens. That's good. Land. Return target. Okay. When you cast this spell, if there are 8 or more permanent cards in your graveyard, copy this spell twice. Return target permanent from your graveyard to your hand. Okay. Yeah. I guess that's also pretty cool. Wait for me to draw cards. Pretty easy, pretty simple. I just throw out this bird and it attacks the player, and if I do combat damage to the player, I get a card. So nice to have. What's this? Fertile Thicket enters the battlefield tap, and when Fertile Thicket enters the battlefield, you may look at the top 5 cards of your library. If you do, reveal up to 1 basic land card from among them, and put that card on top of your library, and the rest on the bottom in any order. Okay. Okay. I'm not sure if that's very useful, but oh well. One of the best cards I have in here at the beginning of your upkeep, you may put a 0-1 colorless Eldrazi spawn creature token to the battlefield. It has sacrificed this creature. Add 1 to your mana pool. Yeah, so that's awesome. Land. Okay. Wow, land. Counter. Guess I have to have that in there since it's blue. Choose target opponent. You create X3-3 green beast creature tokens, where X is the number of artifacts that player controls. That's cool. Search your library for up to 3 basic land cards. That's awesome. It's pretty good for this deck. It isn't very good for my other deck, so. Firstly, I get to do an instant here where I put target spell or non-land permanent into its owner's library, second from the top. Yeah, it's sort of a counter, but it doesn't really counter it. I put it on the library, second from the top, and then when it goes into the graveyard, I can also play a sorcery from my graveyard. Each player shuffles their hand and graveyard into their library, then draws 7 cards. So pretty good. And in this deck, I'm really not that needy on getting rid of my cards. So shuffling my graveyard into my library and letting my friends also do that is just a plus in my opinion. Mana Stone, pretty good to have that in here since it's a 2-colored deck. There's lots of strange lands in here. Interland enters the battlefield tapped unless you control a forest or an island. Okay. Alright. Okay. Can be cool. Look at creatures that have effects on them when they return to the battlefield. Command Tower. Pretty cool. the beginning of your end step. If you control 4 or more creature named by a visionary, you win the game. Okay. Oh well. Enchant creature. You control enchanted creature. Okay. That's nice. Another pacifier sort of thing. I guess it's good for its use. And here it's a sort of a board wipe, but I pay for each creature that I need exiled. Yeah. Propaganda, I guess it needs to stay. Mana Stone, which is cool. There's lots of lands in here. Jesus Christ. Pretty good. For each token you control, put a token into the battlefield that's a copy of that permanent. That's very good. The card that is a little bit embarrassing for me to own, but there you go. I thought it was the real deal, but as you can see, there's no text here on the bottom, so it's not original. It's just a fan-made sort of deal. If an effect would create 1 or more tokens under your control, it creates twice that many of those tokens instead. If an effect would put 1 or more counters on a permanent you control, it puts twice that many of those counters on that permanent instead. So, pretty good. But I know there's an original card called the same thing. So yeah, I can just buy that instead when I can afford it. I'm sure it costs $200 now, but I'm sure it would be worth it instead of owning this because it's a bit embarrassing, to be honest. Oh well. Circular for up to 2 basic land cards. Again, green is pretty good for gaining mana quickly. This is pretty good as well. Gain control of target artifact. What the hell? Okay, so I'm gaining control of an artifact though. Oh well. You may choose new targets for target spell. Okay. Maybe pile goes. I believe that is better in my other deck, to be honest. When Surveillance Monitor enters the battlefield, you may collect evidence. Exile cards from total with mana value 4 or greater from your graveyard. Okay. Well, it creates tokens, so that's good. So, land. Oh, this is good. You control enchanted creature. Enchanted creature has infect. Jesus Christ. That is really good. That is extremely good. Another paralysis kind of thing. I got a lot of these in my deck here, so I guess the point of this deck is to paralyze everything I see. Okay. So it enters. It's a land, and it enters the battlefield with a token, which is a +1/+1, and when a creature enters the battlefield again, I can just move the counter there. Okay. This is pretty good. I sacrifice a creature and I create X tokens, but then my commander comes into play and I create X copies of a creature instead. This is also pretty good. Pretty obvious while that is there. Yeah, okay. Many weird lands in here, I must say. Yeah. Pretty good to draw cards. Return all attacking creatures to their owner's hands. I guess that's good as well. Gotta keep that. That's also pretty good. Mana Stone. Land. Yeah. This is also pretty good. Yeah. Land. Yeah, so this is a land I actually think is the best land I have in there because it creates a token. Yeah. This is also quite good. But I think it's a bit redundant in here though. I'm gonna put it in my Maybe Pal actually. I think it's better in my other deck. Draw a card. You may put a land card from your hand into the battlefield. That's good. Also quite good. Yeah. Here I get to choose one. Turn target creature up playing one turn. Yeah. This is the same land I have in the other deck. It's pretty good. So. Land. Jesus, I have many lands in here. I gotta check that out. What's that about? Really good. Because, well, you get 4 tokens, and that's what I want to do. And hexproof and haste right there. Yeah. Okay, but then we have a job to do here because, well, there's lots of cards here now that I really don't need to have in here for whatever reason. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 cards in here, which I feel don't fit the theme of this deck, this token deck. So I need to do something here, I think. Yeah. But I did have some cards I could replace them with. So let's just find those if I can find them in the pile here. And I need to sort through these as well in regards to lands. There's probably too many lands in this deck. I haven't counted them, but it would be probably fun to do a deck like this with even more colors, but I can't do that because of the restrictions of Commander. I have to have only green and blue. So, yeah. I'm sorry for the wait, guys. I'm just going through. Okay, so there we go. Okay. This land, I'm removing that because that's just redundant. This is better in my other deck, so I should just put it in that deck instead. This is also better in my other deck, so I should find a card in there, which I'll remove and put here instead, probably. This is also good in my other deck as well. It's mostly sorceries and instances, so what this is doing here, I have no idea. But the cards that really need to get removed are my expensive creatures here, because I got one expensive one there, and this one has Surveil, and that's better in my other deck. This one I can keep. I think it's good to have some effect where I draw cards. And this one is also quite cool. And I got a lot of stuff in there that lets me return my creatures. So, and when it enters the battlefield, I draw 2 cards. So this needs to not go away. But this one, it's got Surveil, so that fits my other deck perfectly. This, I guess that's okay to keep in here as well. But this, I don't know what the hell this is doing here. It's just too complicated, to be honest. So there we go. Okay, so let's start removing. We're removing this, and we're adding in Astral Vision. I did have a suspend effect in here. Where did that, where did that go? Oh. Removing this. Adding Time Ebb instead. Removing this. Adding Primal Amulet in here. And removing this and adding this for some more draw card action going on. Yeah. There we go. And I need to remove these 2 as well. So yeah, I think that's it. I need to do some research here, and yeah. But thank you very much for watching my 3-0 of my token deck. So I'm glad I removed some of these expensive creatures. I don't need them in here. They're too expensive, and they got Surveil, which fits my other deck better. Yeah. Okay, thanks for watching this extra stream, which wasn't planned. I don't believe the other one was planned either, but there you go. Take care. Have yourself a nice day. Bye-bye.